Arsenal versus Chelsea, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to another match preview. This is Arsenal versus Chelsea. I'm very excited for this game. There's actually a hurricane warning, so I'm hoping that I don't lose power and that I'm able to watch the game, but if there's no match review, that is why. So Arsenal versus Chelsea, typically Arsenal have been beating us in this fixture, and in the reverse fixture, we haven't been able to win against them. They've been a very frustrating team to play against when they play against us. They just lost 2-0 against Brentford at opening weekend, so they're going to be looking to get a win and start their season off. So I would not underestimate this Arsenal team because for some reason they always show up against Chelsea, but I do think that this Chelsea team is just so strong that we must beat Arsenal. You guys have probably seen I'm approaching 10k subscribers, so before we get started with anything else in the video, make sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button please. Almost at 10k, which is absolutely insane. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into this match preview. Looking at some team news, Lacazette and Willian both tested positive for COVID, so they are unavailable to play. Aubameyang may be ready. It's really unclear at the time that I'm recording this video whether or not he'll be fit to start or to make the bench, so he's kind of like 50-50, we don't quite know. On the Chelsea side, Christian Pulisic has unfortunately tested positive for COVID as well, so he's out, and it's really such a shame because he got the goal against Crystal Palace, and it feels like every time he starts to build momentum, something happens. So hopefully he will be back training once his quarantine is over. N'Golo Kante and Hakim Ziyech both were in Chelsea training, so they could potentially feature as well. It's not 1000% clear what the status of their fitness is, so if they're going to start or if they could come off of the bench. And Thomas Tuchel in his press conference also said that Lukaku will be making an appearance. We don't know if it's starting or if it's off of the bench, but I mean, he just looks really fit, so I'm hoping that he's starting this game. I really want to see him start. I think he could perfectly terrorize that Arsenal defense, but TBD, who knows what's inside Thomas Tuchel's head, to be honest. So speaking of that, let's try to pick a starting 11. Honestly, this is so incredibly difficult because Chelsea have such squad depth, and I don't know, it could really go either way. So one position I'm fairly certain on is goalkeeper. I think that Mendy's going to start, and then looking at that defense, really it could go either way. You have Azpilicueta, Reece James, Chalobah, Christensen, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Ben Chilwell, Alonso even. So you just have so many players competing for these spots. I decided at right wing back, I'm gonna go Reece James. I could perfectly see Azpilicueta starting as well, but I just think Reece James gives you a little bit more going forward, and he's really improved the defensive side of his game as well. He's really, really strong, so I think that he could start, and I would start him. Now, looking at that center back three, I'm unsure how fit Thiago Silva is, so I don't know when he's going to come into the mix. He could perfectly come in, but I think you have to start Chalobah after his amazing man of the match performance against Crystal Palace. So he's probably one of the first names on the team sheet for me. Thomas Tuchel has confirmed that he won't be going out on loan this season, which is massive for him. He really took his opportunity and ran with it. So I think Chalobah is going to start. Given that we're not 1000% sure about Thiago Silva's fitness, I started Christensen and then Rudiger, but like I said, this really could be anybody because we just don't know. And then looking at that left wing spot, I would personally start Ben Chilwell, but if he's not fit enough, you have Marcus Alonso. I mean, he did a job versus Crystal Palace. Is he somebody that I think is going to start week in, week out for Chelsea? No, but he scored a really good goal, and you know, he can get a job done. I call him the guy with 9 lives because he just keeps coming back. When I think that surely he's going to be sold, he comes back. So really, all of these positions could totally be up in the air. I'm not sure who's going to start, but that's my best bet. Looking at midfield, I really hope that Kante is fit enough to start, so I understand if you don't risk him, but personally I would go Kante and Jorginho. But if he's not fit enough, you can always pop Kovacic in there as well. And then looking at that front three, I think Mason Mount is a nailed-on starter, so then you have 2 positions, and I really think that Lukaku is going to start this game. I really do, and beside him, I think Havertz is going to play, which is going to be really interesting because I feel like Havertz does really well creating space for others, so Lukaku can run into that space, and same with Lukaku. So I'm really interested to see how that partnership forms. And then you can always bring on a Timo, and if Ziyech is fit enough, you can bring on Ziyech as well. There's a lot of opportunities, possibilities there. Callum also, Pulisic when he's fit. So really exciting time for Chelsea fans. We have so many possibilities, and I think we're all just really buzzing to see Lukaku start for Chelsea, and I hope that he gets off with a bang and just starts scoring goals. Gonna be amazing. As for a score prediction, I'm going to be brave and predict that we keep a clean sheet against Arsenal, and not only that, but we get the win. So I'm gonna go for 2-0 to Chelsea. I'm saying Lukaku and Havertz score. Hopefully I'm right. Maybe we can score more goals, who knows. But guys, I hope that you enjoyed this match preview. If you did, drop it a like, subscribe to my channel, road to 10K. We've been through this, and let me know who you think is going to be starting, what your score predictions are, who the goals are coming from. I want to know it all in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.